in your LMS or in your talent management system, and then an employee could go in there and find it, and they could kind of see what they're clear about this. And of course, the problem with that is, you know, it looks good, but like within a month, it's out of date. And where do you get all the data for that? Well, okay, we're getting there. This is a new, really exciting space. The first thing to recognize is the old career model of moving up the left or the right side of this pyramid, either you're in a management track or a specialist track, is kind of over. I think they took one of my slides out. There it is. Oops. Thank you. We're going in a million different directions. Good careers, and this has been my experience in my career. I never really became a senior leader in any organization, but I had a lot of different jobs, and as a result of all those different jobs, I learned a lot of things and developed a lot of perspective. There's a really interesting book on this that essentially says generalists are going to rule the world, not specialists. Because the generalists see the patterns, they see the relationships, they solve problems in more creative ways because specialists always solve the problem in their specialty. And that requires more developmental and mobility inside the company. And you're all telling me this. I mean, this is on the minds of every major HR organization I talk to. How do we build more facilitated career growth inside the company? And it has to be employee-driven and manager-driven and organization-driven. In the old model, we developed a career path, we gave it to the managers told the employees about it, and then the employees just sort of marched their way up year after year, hoping they would get to the next level. Now, we need to accommodate the fact that there is no necessarily defined path. There may be a few, but not all of the paths are defined. Employees have different needs at different points of their lives when they want to do different things. Sometimes they're in highly ambitious periods of their lives, sometimes they're not. They have social desires and desires to help the world. They have mission and purpose and ethical desires they want to do in their work. They may want to take an assignment in another country because it's something they've always wanted to do for their family. And so we have this sort of problem of these three circles of the organization needs more people in this area, the individual wants to have a career in that area, and then socially and economically we want to do something else. How do we bring this all together? Well, I think we've figured it out. Now, not all of you understand this yet, but I think it's starting to become clear. It is what I would call the talent marketplace. And I stumbled upon this when I was talking to Olivier and Schneider a while ago, and Unilever, and Verizon, and a few other companies, that what we really need to do, if you want to be an agile organization, you want to operate as a network, you want to have more developmental and creative business opportunities inside of your company, you need to manage careers like the outside job market and create an opportunity for people inside of your company to move to the next role that's appropriate for them, and let managers use people internally when they have the expertise. One of the surprising pieces of data that came out of the Deloitte Human Capital Trends last year was this funny question we asked. I don't know, I think I just dreamed this up and we just threw it in there, was in your company, is it easier to find another job inside of your company or outside of your company? 2/3 of the respondents said it's easier to find a new job outside the company than it is inside the company. Obviously, that's a ridiculous finding. I'm sure it's not quite so bad now, but it is because we've spent all this time taking talent acquisition and pointing it outside, and talent management and mobility and trying to point it inside. Those two things need to be turned in toward each other. And so we have this new marketplace of tools being developed, which I would call talent marketplace tools. I listed some of the vendors here. Fuel 50 just got a bunch of money to go after this market. They've been doing, and I've spent a lot of time with them, they've been doing career management solutions for years, and now they have a talent marketplace offering. Bridge, which you probably don't know Bridge. Bridge is owned by Instructure. Bridge is a very, very successful learning management company that's just built a complete career management, internal career mobility solution. Gloat is an interesting company. I know I think they're having a meeting tomorrow night. I met the Gloat guys in Israel. They were called Worky. Funny name. I'm not sure Gloat's the best name either, but anyway, it's their name. And they were building incredibly good AI to match candidates to jobs. And I looked at it and I said, you guys, you're going to be competing with LinkedIn and Indeed, and you got a big problem here. It's a good technology, but how are you going to deal with all that? So they tried to sell it for a while and stumbled across this opportunity of using all of that technology for intermobility. And so now they have a total solution for intermobility for people to publish jobs or projects that are available inside the company, and for employees to be matched to those roles through the AI. This is maturing very fast. So if you're scratching your head on careers and talent mobility, there's some incredibly interesting technology out there that's now available to solve that problem. And I wrote a pretty good article on that that talks about Unilever and Schneider and a couple of other companies and how they're doing that. So that's a big area. A couple more and then I'll wrap up.